Evanston Red Devil Volleyball is live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Follow the team across the state of Wyoming from the Cokeville Invitational in late August all the way through to the state tournament in November, with the opening serve of today's match quickly approaching. Let's head to the booth for pregame coverage.
Welcome to the final day of the regular season here in Jackson, Wyoming. Evanston versus the Bronx. And the Red Devils and Bronx probably in the 3-4 spot. The only other match happening there's one other match happening on the Southwest today. Star Valley and Green River currently the 1 versus 2 teams. I believe on the tiebreakers, Evanston's kind of locked into that number 3 spot. Star Valley locked into number 1. And Jackson certainly locked in at number 4. I think all the seeding's done, but a final day. Evanston losing in 4 sets yesterday to Rock Springs. We're about 10.5 minutes away from the opening serve here today. When we come back, we're going to switch things up and rerun a standout student from last night with Weston Wiley, because cross-country state tournament was ongoing just in the last couple of minutes. It started on the boys' side about 45 minutes ago, and for the first time ever, Evanston has an individual and team state champion in cross-country. The boys won the overall, and Weston Wiley is the 4A state cross-country champion. So we'll hear from him when we come back. This is the First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., but we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Welcome back to Jackson, where we are about 8.5 minutes away from the final day, final match of the regular season. Next week, regionals for the for the West is in Rock Springs. Evanston, I believe, will be taking on Cody in their first round game. And then Afton, Star Valley, they'll be taking on Rock Springs. On the other side, that would be Riverton, the number 3 versus number 2 from the West, Green River. Again, assuming that the seedings stay as they are and they are all set. And then 1-4 on the opposite side. Number 1 from the Northwest bracket, the juggernaut, Kelly Walsh, set up to play Jackson in the opening round. Cross-country state was going on today and just came final not that long ago. The girls for Evanston finished 4th overall. I don't have any individual results for them. But on the boys' side, Weston Wiley is the 4A state champion on the boys' side, and the Evanston team is your state champions altogether. Still waiting on any other finals for any of the other boys. Assuming we probably got some other all-state runners. I know for a fact Weston is. See if I can find that out. Getting all these updates from Kevin Coyle of WildPreps.com. Let's now hear from Weston Wiley, who we talked to on Thursday for the Standout Student segment.
Joined by Weston Wiley, member of the cross-country team and regional champion. I got to ask you, coming into that regional meet, how many cross-country meets had you won prior to that this year?
I think about 2 or 3.
And there was a lot of Evanston winners on the boys' side this time. It wrangled between a few of you, didn't it?
Yeah. Me and Dawson Crofts have both been kind of up there. He was kind of sick this last meet, but hopefully for state he'll be back kicking and will be just up with me once again.
What was that meet like? You knew the course, you knew the teams for the most part, but I would imagine it's probably a little bit different when you go into regionals.
It was, yeah. There were certainly nerves that I was dealing with, but at the same time I felt confident in my abilities, and I had done the training, and I had trust in my team, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I was just going out there to compete and to race, and it was all about place, so I didn't have to worry about getting my best time or anything like that.
You ended up with a 10-second gap over the second-place runner. In a meet, what's that translate to what you're seeing, a 10-second gap when you're ahead? Do you notice someone's behind you, or you cannot really tell?
Well, I was super scared he was going to catch me. That's all I know. Usually, one thing that we really focus on is closing the gap and finishing in the chute. So we always focus on having a strong finish. So I was kind of neck and neck with him the whole time. And in the last, I think it was 300-meter mark, I kind of pulled away, and that fear kind of just kept me driving.
It's a pretty flat course overall, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's one little hill right at the end, yeah.
And you got a downhill stretch right towards the end. What is like the last 100, 200 meters like of that? Is it flat? Is it downhill? Where are we at?
It's got a slight uphill kind of towards the finish, but nothing to worry you, I guess.
What was the wind like?
The wind was fierce. One thing that we did to kind of counteract that, to go against that, was we focused a lot on drafting with other teams. So I kind of stuck with the first place guy for the most of the time and just followed off his shoulder. So then I think he was kind of worn out, but by the end I could beat him and get out in the clear.
Was that the same guy that ended up finishing second?
Yeah.
Had you faced Natrona County yet this season?
No, I think that was our first time.
You'd faced Laramie. You'd faced a ton of Utah guys, obviously. Green River, Rock Springs, you'd seen them. But the Casper schools, did you know what to expect out of them coming in just off scouting, or were they kind of surprises?
Well, they've always been good. Last year we would base our kind of information off of them, and we would check the results for their meets, of course, but we wouldn't know what courses they were running or what difficulty they were. So, I mean, we were on the lookout for them, but we kind of mostly based off the returning runners from the last year.
What's the week of state practice like?
High intensity, but reducing our mileage, so we're tapering quite a bit. So we're still kind of trying to keep our physicality up and doing some sprints and stuff, but we're also cutting back a lot and we're saving up our legs.
What are you mentioned to me before we were on air, you're looking at the University of Wyoming, maybe the engineering program, looking at the honors college there, but you haven't quite made a decision yet. What are you waiting on?
Kind of just the right feeling, I guess. I mean, there's plenty of options, and I'm not sure that's exactly where I want to go, but I think it's certainly an option I can go towards. And
are you getting pressure from family to go to UW?
A little bit, nothing much, but I think as long as if I was to go there, I'd certainly keep up with the tradition.
Where else have you looked at?
I've looked at BYU, the University of Utah, SVU, and Boise State, Idaho State, some of those around, and the Daniels Fund colleges as well.
Star Valley University, what's SVU?
That's Southern Virginia University.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one. How did that get on your radar?
Some of the Clarissa Barton went there. That's kind of just, I've heard her experiences from there. It seems like a pretty decent place.
Is that for soccer that she went there?
Yeah, she's playing soccer there.
You're not looking at that, are you? You're most sort of focused on engineering?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not totally sure which direction I want to go occupation-wise, but I think my strengths kind of play towards the engineering side, so I think I'll take that route.
What are you doing for your senior project?
Right now, I'm going to job shadow 3 different people. I've job shadowed my uncle, who works at Solvay Engineering in Green River, and so he's a civil engineer. So that's kind of where I got my first inkling that engineering might be the correct path for me. But I'm also going to look at an optometrist in town and a financial advisor.
So your project is kind of playing the field of different occupations that maybe can lead you towards something that you like?
Exactly. Yeah, that was the goal.
That's a new take on it. Where'd you get that idea from?
I figured the senior project was to help us kind of get which direction we wanted to go in our lives, and I figured, well, I might as well use this time to do something that'll help me decide, so I decided to test as many kind of different directions as I could.
All right, Weston Wiley, good luck this week at state cross country. Already a regional champ, but the big thing is getting your team that championship, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, that's always been our focus.
Would that be the first Evanston cross country championship at state?
That will be, yeah, as far as I know.
You've had regional champs before, but never at that state level. It's been that long burn. What are we at? Getting close to 40, 50 years of cross country in Evanston?
Oh, I don't even know. I know it's been about 8 years since Ryan Berger and Nate Conrad took over, but...
Yeah, I know. I just remember when my first year, they had the whatever years it's been, but it's been a long time for Evanston cross country. Go get it done this week.
Well, thank you very much.
Welcome back to Jackson. Almost set for the opening serve, but you just heard from Weston Wiley, who we said go get it done, and he did. He is the state champion in cross country. The boys, the overall state champs. And I just heard from Ryan Berger, and he said the girls finished third. So I've heard fourth from one, third from another. And so maybe the girls did get some hardware and finish in third. I'm trying to confirm that right now. But Ryan Berger just telling me the girls finished third. So I'm waiting for a text back from him to confirm that one. But either way, congratulations to both teams and the first Evanston cross country state championship ever. We'll take a break now, come back with the opening serve next. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive, here in Evanston.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry. Just let T-Bar fix your car.
Starting lineups being announced right now in Jackson, Wyoming. Both teams are in pink. So if you're watching, it's pink versus pink. Jackson will be on the left side of the net in the first set. Evanston on the right side. Going back to cross country, if you go to the Wild Preps Twitter feed, you got a picture of Weston Wiley on the boys state cross country, the individual champion. First ever for Evanston, and the point tally was not even close. The boys team finishes with 39 points. In second place, Cheyenne Central with 90. That makes the gap at regionals, that doubles that. They were up 33 to 67 at regionals. They win state by about, what, 51 points? 51-point differential. So there's got to be some more Evanston All-Staters in there somewhere. Just got to figure out who those are. But I'm sure they'll have more updates on the Wild Preps Twitter feed. Evanston cross-country champs on the boys' side. And maybe I can check on their girls' side right now and see if we've got any official scores for that, because I've heard both first and second. Evanston is third. Okay, Evanston did get third. They edged out Laramie for the hardware, 94 points to 99. So both Evanston boys and girls finish in the top three at state. Let's get back to volleyball. As I'm told, Jackson starters as they come out in the first set will be Ellie France and Rachel Klemmer at outside hitter. Middle blockers, Caitlin Maring and Lily Stiles at middle. Setter will be Faye Kudar. Right side hitters, Jenna McFarland and Jennifer Fates, and Mallory Rivesbeck, the DS, as I'm told, for Jackson. And I think she might be the libero in the white jersey. They've got different numbers on, so. No, that's Ashlyn Funk. Ashlyn Funk is the libero. So those are your Jackson starters. For Evanston at outside hitter, Ajahana Archuleta and Lauren Ellingford. Middle blockers, Rachel Voss and Kaylee Sharp. Right side hitters, Natalie Robbins and Emily Freeland. Setters, Kaylee Critchfield and Sydney Bound, and libero today is Corey DeRue. Defensive specialists, Sierra Burley and Alexia Leland will also see time in the rotation. Set to start play here at Jackson. Final day of the regular season. The Star Valley Green River match not scheduled to begin until 2 p.m., so I'm not sure we'll be able to get any final from that one before this match is over. But we do know from cross country that Evanston has won state. We got that one. I don't think we're going to get any Wild Preps updates on the Star Valley Green River volleyball match, although I would appreciate it, Kevin, if you could get from Sheridan over to that match real quick. Still waiting on seeing if we can get any individual results. I'm sure with those point tallies, Evanston has to have multiple All-Staters on the boys' side and probably at least one on the girls. Also check the WHSAA site. Kaylee Critchfield, the opening server for Evanston to begin this first set. And we are underway. Hard line drive close to the net. Set over by Kudar. Kudar sets to the middle. Lily Stiles down with the point. And 1-0. Lily Stiles, a junior. She's been playing varsity ball for Jackson since she was a freshman. Listed at 6'3", where she's been listed at since she was a freshman. Hasn't grown. Tallest player on the court today. Serve up, Critchfield on the backside, and Lauren Ellingford tips it over for Evanston. On to Jackson's side. Bump from McFarland, back over the net to Evanston. Critchfield at the middle, fakes to Sharp, goes right side. Robin slaps it over for a zero attack. Stiles runs up, puts a hook shot over back to Evanston's side of the net. Lauren Ellingford shoots from the outside. Diving save made in the back line at the libero. She will bump it over. Back to Evanston. Corey DeRue sets up to Critchfield. Quick set to Kaylee Sharp, and it's out of bounds. No touch. Point Jackson 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. I want to see who number 1 is, and I think it's not Ashlyn Funk. If you can get a read on the back, they do have the names on the back of the jerseys. If you ever see it, just let me know. 2-0 Jackson on the Impact Physical Therapy board. First set here just underway. Outside attack, and Kaylee Sharp says Jackson. And I think that might be the town, not the name, but we'll check. So it might be Funk after all. I think it says Jackson as in the team. Okay. All right, so I think that is Ashlyn Funk. 2-1, Evanston with the serve back. And it's Ellingford serving it into the net. And we do have updates on teams' scores have gone official. Let's see if that means we've got individuals as well. 3-1, Jackson leading. So all staters for Evanston, Weston Wiley. Dawson Crofts finishes in 4th place. And in 5th place, right behind him, Dallin Carden. They were neck and neck, 5th and 6th at regionals. And just outside the top 10, Bradshaw Hawk in 13th place. Find that 5th finisher as Jackson can't hold the ball. Kudar can't get it over the line. 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Robert Gomez finishes 15th, and that's the top 5 for Evanston. Now see if we can get the 4 for the girls. Again, the girls, I incorrectly reported they finished 4th. They actually got 3rd. We've got a delay. See if we got someone into the top 10. And yes, we did. Heidi Barton did compete, and she finished 3rd at state. So she's all state in. Second finisher was Reagan Worley in 14th. And Lily Williams in 20th. Lily Stiles sends it out of bounds, and it's an error for Jackson. 3 all on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Brayla Fuller finishes back in 33rd. Surprising, she was an all-conference runner, finishing 10th last week. Serve to Kaylee Critchfield. High up, and Kudar can't chase it out as it goes into the Jackson bench. Evanston takes a lead 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Sharp retaining the serve. Lofts it over. Jenna McFarland with the first touch. Kudar bump sets to the outside. That's Clemmer out there. And it's sent back by Archuleta for the point. 5-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Sharp serving. Line drive over a high bump. Kudar sets up. Back to Clemmer. Goes down in front of Burley for the point. Close first set between Jackson and Evanston. Lily Stiles coming back for the serve. Hard line drive at Burley. Bump set from Critchfield. Archuleta 9 feet outside of the net. Goes back, first touch up, and Clemmer toes the line, tries to keep it inbounds, and it's just in. Point Jackson, they've knotted it up at 5. Second serve for Stiles. Pushed by Archuleta to Critchfield. She gets the attack, that being Aja. Rolls it over the block, and in front of McFarland for the point. Evanston back on top, 6-5. Got the names on the back of the jersey. That's the good thing for Jackson. but they're not wearing the same numbers they wore all season long. Well, some of them are, not all of them. So I'm still trying to figure out who some of these players are. You guys got to see them as they go back, get the name on the jersey. That's the plus side. Bump over the net and push by Freeland. Kudar dump sets, rolls over the net. Archuleta saves it. Sydney Bound in as a setter, and she sends it to Archuleta. Save, set from Mehring, and knocked out of bounds on the attack from Rachel Klemmer. Evanston on top, 7-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Just about 2 o'clock in this first set, scheduled for 1, but we know how those go, especially when you got games going 3 sets. Knockout by Jackson, and it's 8-5. The JV match went 3 sets. Jackson won the second and the third. 25-21, I think, the final in the third set. McFarland, the first touch up, outside to Klemmer. She rolls it at the 10-foot line, back to Bound. Bump set from Freeland. Archuleta rolls to the middle of the net and sends it over. Returned by Funk, and a bump set and blocked yourself. That should have been a double hit by McFarland. But either way, it's down on Jackson's side. (9-5). Impact Physical Therapy board. Let serve, rolls over, and Bound with the point, 10-5. Timeout taken by Jackson. We will take one as well. Evanston leading by 5 in this first set. This is First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 Radio.
Forming a relationship with Trona Valley at an early age is a wise choice. We believe that learning money management skills at a young age can help set a better foundation for establishing good financial habits. Money management skills are important for financial success, whether saving or borrowing. Trona Valley offers youth loans to members under the age of 18. Our loan options are perfect for kids. They can learn the basics of borrowing, which includes interest, terms, and payments. If there are any questions along the way, we can help. Trona Valley, member NCUA.
Welcome back to Jackson Hole High School, and the final day of the regular season has Evanston taking on the Bronx, 10-5 in the first set in favor of Evanston. I think this might be the third pink out game of the season for Evanston, 1 at home, 2 on the road. And for Jackson, they're on the left of the net, Evanston on the right side. It's going to be difficult to tell them apart. Serve over from the Red Devils. It's Sydney Bound with it over. Klemmer punches a shot, a little loft up over the net, easily returned by Evanston, and Emily Freeland sends it down the line for the point, 11-5. Point for the freshman Freeland, her first attack of the day, second attack of the day, first kill. Six-point advantage. Bound serves it all long and out of bounds. 11-6. Faye Kudar back to serve. She's the setter. Plays all the way around for Jackson, at least in this set. And I think my microphone went partially out. I've been having trouble with this a little bit. Oh, there it's back. It doesn't go all the way out, and it's gone out again. It's just about how I hold it. Point to Evanston, and the Red Devils lead it 12-6. (12-6) on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kudar sets right side. Mehring goes long. They want to touch. Everyone on Jackson ruling it, and the officials seeing nothing. 13-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Still a conference of any looking for something, not getting anything. And Evanston holds the serve. Sent into the net by Archuleta. She will come out after that, 13-7. Lexia Leland in. Rachel Klemmer back serving. That puts Ellie France in for the first time. Up into the front row. Klemmer line drive at Leland, and a lift called on Lexi 13-8.
Hey, get ready. You know it's coming. Let's go.
Clemmer set up for a second. Backside at DeRue and an ace again. Back-to-back aces on poor returns. 13-9. Clemmer sets up just a shade right of center, has a jump serve that goes for a pretty strong line drive, and here it is again, long and drops inbounds. 3 aces in a row. 13-10. Maybe the best weapon we've seen from Jackson all year, the serve of Clemmer. Crawling Jackson back into this set. Here it is, just stays in. Not an ace this time, but 3 bumps and over. Sets one up for Jackson if they can get a good attack. Kudar to the 10-foot line, and a long shot way out of bounds by France. Gives the point back to Evanston as it's 14-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. DeRue in at libero, replacing Rachel Voss, the middle blocker. Puts Kaylee Sharp, the senior captain, back up. Kudar to the center. Mehring gets it around the block of Sharp, and I saw a touch, but the up official did not. Wow. Could have swore Kaylee got a hand on that one. 15-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Appeal from the Jackson referee, and there you go. A touch ruled by the down official on the appeal. You don't see any disagreement from Kaylee Sharp, and she's always pretty vocal if she didn't get a hold of it. Almost positive she got a touch on it. Outside to Sharp, touches it over, deflected by Stiles. Outside attack from France. Goes to Ellingford left, and drop in the donut hole, and a kill for Ellingford, 15-11. Kaylee Critchfield serving. Natalie Robbins in at right side. Critchfield with an ace. 3 straight aces by Jackson. Evanston could use an easy one, and they get it. In the air into the net on the second attempt. 16-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Jenna McFarland, the server for Jackson. Kind of goes back on that one. I don't think I could have thrown her back out with that shot. Kaylee Sharp attacks from the left side, sends it long, and it's out of bounds. Jackson back within 3 points, 16-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Second serve for McFarland, and that just gets over. It's an awkward serve that she has. That one nearly went out of bounds, nearly didn't get over the net. Kudar toes the line, sets up for France. A nice attack. 16-14. And France had to toe the line there. She was on the line, but you can be on the line. It's just if any part of your foot is touching that line, then it's legal. If every part of your foot is over the line, then it's a foul. But she was legal on that one, and that awkward serve finally caught up with her the third time. It barely makes it to the 10-foot line on her side. 17-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston by 3. Archuleta checks in for the Devils. Sierra Burley serving in place of Lauren Ellingford. Out of bounds. No, in. Ace for Burley, 18-14. Let's serve. Near ace. Stiles is blocked by Archuleta, and she's called for a lift. Point Evanston, 19-14. 19-14. Fake to Stiles, go to France. Archuleta crosses it, too sharp and out of bounds. Point to Jackson, 19-15. Ellie France serving. That switches the outsides from front line to back line, and Rachel Klemmer is the new left net specialist. McFarland with the return up. Kudar to Klemmer, blocked by Sharp, and may have just been into the net. 20-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Libero DeRue is out. Sharp back to serve. As a middle blocker, she's one of the best servers on the team. Don't have any stats to back that up because we don't have stats this year, unfortunately. Kudar to Risebeck, and a rollover just stays inbound. Archuleta follows it all the way to the line. She gets the attack on it, blocked by Stiles. Recovery at the net, bump set close to it. Archuleta goes over the two blockers, and touch kill down. 21-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Missing a point there. Should be 21-15. There it is. Line drive by Sharp. Risebeck. Looks like she kind of lost her hand placement on that return over, and the attack by Klemmer is out of bounds. Evanston 2 points away, and they take a timeout. 22-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
22-15, currently second timeout taken by Jackson. That puts them at 0. Evanston hasn't used a timeout. They have a 7-point advantage. There's been close points throughout this set. Jackson held a lead very early on at 2-1 and then 3-1. But Evanston crawled back. They tied it up at about 5 each, and ever since then, Evanston's held a lead. There was 3 straight aces to make it a 3-point differential. Those aces coming by way of Rachel Klemmer. And we're back underway. Kudar to the middle. Stiles blocked by Archuleta. 23-15, point out of the timeout for Evanston. 2 away from the set 1 victory. That a leader in the house right now for the Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Return over the net and slapped down by Voss. She touched the net, but it was at the top, so you're okay. McFarland. Whoa! Whiffed it right through Kaylee Sharp. 23-16. Lily Stiles serving. Sends it at Archuleta. Critchfield to Aja. Goes back on the tandem. Line push. Easy touch up for McFarland on the return attack. It's Klemmer going long, just inbounds. Picked up by DeRue. Second hit to Burley. Archuleta sets it over the net into the donut hole. McFarland dives down, makes a save. Dub set by Mehring is a kill for Jackson. 23-17. Jackson down by 6 points. Trying to stay alive in set number 1 on the final day of the regular season. Stiles serving. Her second. Back middle should be a good attack. Goes to the right side. Robbins at McFarland, and we're at set point. 24-17. First kill of the day for Natalie Robbins, and she will take a seat on the bench following the rotation of Sydney Bound coming into the back line. Emily Freeland into the front row at right side hitter. With the serve. Bound over. Going to Risebeck. Outside Klemmer. Goes sharp cross. Archuleta with the first touch, and DeRue the third bump over onto Jackson's side. Returned over the net. Archuleta touches it down, and a set 1 win. And Archuleta to close that one out, and the block earlier is your Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game with those 2 blocks. And in the final conference game of the season, the final opportunity to do so, Ajahana has won 2 tickets to the Aspen Cinemas, courtesy of Dr. McKay Frankham. We'll take a 2-minute break, be back after that with set number 2 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
Uintah County School District Number 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uintah County School District Number 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uintah County School District Number 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live.
Ready for set number 2 in about 30 seconds from now. Evanston is left of the net. Jackson and right of the net in the second set. Have to differentiate because both teams are wearing pink tops and blue or navy blue or black bottoms. So you're not going to be able to tell the difference that way. They both got a libero in a white jersey. Jackson will have the opening serve, and it's Ashlyn Funk with it. And it's over and in to DeRue, and we're underway. Outside sharp on the first attack, returned over the net and out of bounds. Evanston, point 1 of set number 2. Took the first set, 25-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Critchfield to serve. Picked up by Funk. Outside, and it's France. They switched the rotation around here in the second set. They just flipped it on its head. Outside to Ellingford. She goes cross court. Stiles returns it back to Evanston's side. Set from Critchfield to the right side. Robbins pushes it over the backline defense and in front of Funk. 2-0 Red Devils. You could call it relatively a slow first set for Evanston. Eventually winning by 8, but playing tighter than they would like to with Jackson through the first 20 or 30 points. Line drive set by Critchfield into the ace, into the stands for an ace. 3-0. Critchfield serving. Stiles on the left side, flips it down, returned out of bounds by Critchfield. Finally a point for Jackson. Evanston's side calling for a carry. It was right at that line. McFarland serves it over. Diving save made by Ellingford. Outside to Sharp, cross quarter. Right in front of Funk, 4-1 Red Devils. Allingford into the net. 4-2 on a return error and a serving error for Evanston, giving Jackson its points. Mallory Risebeck, the server. Out, no, just in and returned up. Had a lot of die on the end, right side attack, and Sharp goes after McFarland and ends up being a good decision, 5-2. Rachel Voss replaces Kaylee Sharp in the front line, Sharp back serving. Corey DeRue out of the game for the moment. She'll come back in after the serving run for Kaylee Sharp is over and replace her in the rotation. Stiles flips it from the middle. Critchfield to Burley. Archuleta winds up and knocks it off the hands of Kudar. 6-2 Red Devils. That gives Kaylee Sharp another serve. Just over and returned over the net. Voss winds up and on the line. 7-2, no question that one was in and on the line. I like this. Interesting. Jackson, they put the numbers in of who's in and then they credit points to whoever gets the kill. I guess that kind of keeps track of how many kills you got in a set. I'm not sure if they do it combined. I have to see if they wipe them clean. 8-2 and a knock into the net. Serve by Sharp goes out of bounds, so a good serving run, and she exits with an 8-3 lead. DeRue, the aforementioned libero, comes in. Plays right back. Lily Stiles, the middle blocker, back to serve. Archuleta at the middle, knocks it off the hands of Mehring. Kill for Aja. Subs in and out for Evanston. Natalie Robbins out, as is Critchfield. Sydney Bound serving and setting. And Emily Freeland at right side. Over to Kudar to the middle. Mehring tips it over the block. Good defense by Emily Freeland. Archuleta on the attack, blocked out of bounds by Mehring. 10-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston controlling this second set. Bound overs, attacks after Funk. Kudar to Funk, just over. Burley with a good return, back set over to Freeland, and it's deflected at the net. Mehring can't get it. 11-3, the attack and kill by Emily Freeland. Sydney Bound serving up 8 in set number 2. This set going much more the way Evanston planned it to than the first. Mehring with a middle attack in front of Burley. Point back to Jackson. Faye Cooter serving. Close to an ace. Archuleta returns it. DeRue playing. Sending it over. Middle attack. Mehring deflected by Voss. Takes something off, and Evanston with an attack up. Archuleta with the left hand over the block. And in front of Carlson. Point Evanston 12-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Archuleta serving. Burley is out. Ellingford in at the outside hitter position. And she serves it into the net. 12-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Lexi Leland in at right back for Archuleta. Clemmer serving. She had 3 aces last set. All in a row. First serve is an ace. 4th ace for Clemmer. 12-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. So no, they don't give it for kills because that's an ace. They're just giving it for, as they can attribute points, they're mixing kills, aces, all that bumps over together because that's Kudar's 4th ace. Oh, and maybe that's the fouls. That's what fouls means. There we go. So I've figured it out. Points is for kills, fouls is for aces. It's kind of a nifty thing they've got going. They get 5 aces as she just served another one. 12-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston on top. Outside, Ellingford blocked. No, Mehring continuing to struggle to get it back over 13-7. Second kill for Ellingford. Middle attack, Mehring. Outside, but I thought there was a touch. Nope, nothing there. Point Evanston. Mehring not having a great second set. Kudar, dump set, blocked by Ellingford, and 4 hits called. Ellingford said she never got it, and then the up official heard that and agreed, 15-7. Timeout taken by Jackson, their third of the game. Evanston still yet to take a timeout. We will be back in 30 seconds as this is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
15-7 out of this timeout. Both teams still huddled. No, Evanston's back out. Jackson still huddling at their side of the court. Jackson on the right side of the net. Evanston on the left in this second set. Both teams wearing pink. A couple of aces by Rachel Clemmer have pulled Jackson a little bit closer, but then they've given up 3 points since, forcing that timeout. And Corey DeRue will serve for the Devils as we get back out of this break. Kudar to the right side, and McFarland punches it. It's blocked, and it went into the net. So it was blocked by the net, 16-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston in control. 9 points. This is the final day of the regular season. Jackson, if they can't win this one, will go winless for a second consecutive year at the 4A level in conference play. Bump out of bounds, 17-7. Jenna McFarland out, and a new Fates in. Which Fates might that be? That's Jennifer Fates. And that right side hitter. So, return under the net by Jackson. Effective ace for Evanston, 18-7 as DeRue continues to serve. Funk just over Cooter, and that's 4 hits. Can't get it over. 19-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 12-point lead in the second set. DeRue serving ace for Corey DeRue, 20-7. Evanston closing out this second set. And Corey will serve again. Out of rotation on Jackson, 21-7. It looked like they were getting coached on that right before it happened, and their coach was trying to say, move out of where you are. But apparently Coach Toulson couldn't get the correct in. Now I think they've got it set. They've got 4 back at the serve receive, 2 in the front. They just got out of order. To the middle, Mehring flips it over. Leland saves it. Set over the net by Bound. It's a design dump set. Middle attack, Mehring over the block. Saved by Leland, but into the net. Point Jackson. 21-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Katie Mehring out.
Get ready.
Served by Funk. 21-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Outside attack, and it's touched down by Lauren Ellingford, her third kill. 22-8. Robbins in, so a right side setter switch out. Freeland out. Bound out, and the server and setter, Kaylee Critchfield, in. Critchfield just over the net on the close to ace serve. France into it on a flat-footed attack. Couldn't get it over, 23-8. Evanston rolling and running away and 2 points away from a set 2 and 2-0 set lead. Serve for Critchfield. Long and may have been out of bounds. Returned by Klemmer, though. To the middle. Stiles flips it down in front of Critchfield. 23-9. That'll move the rotation over for Jackson and put Fates back to serve.
Stiles with the kill. Jennifer Fates to serve.
That was Stiles' second kill of the set. Critchfield misses on the bump up. 23-10. Fates serving. Left-handed server over to DeRue. Critchfield back set. Ellingford has to back up on it a bit, but she goes to the donut hole, and it's set point Evanston, 24-10. First try for that, Ellingford with her third kill.
Sierra Burley and Cashahana Archuleta check in for Evanston. Burley will serve.
For the set win, no. Burley goes out of bounds on the serve over 24-11. Try it on set point number 2.
Ellie France to serve for Jackson.
Ellie France serving. Over to Burley. Bumps close to the net. And Robbins with the attack. Pushed over. Evanston side. Still playing with it. Critchfield to Archuleta to end it. And that's the set. 25-11. The final on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Set 3 coming up after a 25-11 set 2 win on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
The Lumberyard in Evanston, Wyoming is your local IFA dealer. The Lumberyard has tons of animal feed lines and accessories to help with your farm and ranch. Since 1923, IFA has worked to manufacture and distribute the highest quality products to the agricultural community. The Lumberyard has partnered with IFA to develop product lines based on customer need. We won't sell you something that doesn't make you successful. Visit us online or at the Lumberyard today, your local IFA dealer, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
Have you been saying no to wearing your jewelry because of a missing stone, a broken chain, or a ring that's just too small? Or are you interested in redesigning your ring altogether? Jeff at Seavers Jewelers can repair or create almost all jewelry at extremely competitive prices. Jewelry is supposed to be worn. Bring it to Seavers Jewelers today for a free cleaning and any repairs it might need. Say yes to wearing your jewelry. Say it with Seavers. Seavers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Set 3 about to start. And Evanston set up right of the net. Kaylee Critchfield with the opening serve over to Jackson on the left side of the net. Returned into it. And whoa, dug out and then sent over by Lily Stiles. We're still playing for the first point. Ellingford goes off 2 blockers back to Jackson's side. McFarland put in at setter, and France goes down the line. Backline defense picked up by Critchfield, and the attack for Ellingford goes over the blockers. Diving save made by Kudar. Hits and falls down. It hit a little, I don't know if that's a light or what that is, hanging up at the net. You can return it if it stays on your side of the net, and I think Lily Stiles didn't realize that, as she just got told that by her teammates. 1-0 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy board. McFarland bumps to Stiles, then Funk comes up and takes the bump over. Middle to Sharp. She gets blocked by Lily. Point Jackson. Jenna McFarland with the serve.
Jenna McFarland serving for Jackson.
And it's into the net. 2-1 Evanston. Back to Ellingford. Aja into the front row. First touch by Funk. Kudar to the middle. Flip by Stiles. Outside to Archuleta. Rolls it over the back line. Kudar outside to France, and she toes it on the line. I think Sharp got a slight hand on it, maybe changing the trajectory. 2-2. Burley will replace Ellingford. And the serve for Jackson goes to Archuleta. Critchfield back to Aja. She's blocked but sent out of bounds. Stiles on the blocking air. 3-2. Evanston leading on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Daru out as Sharp goes back to serve. Puts Rachel Voss in at middle blocker. Natalie Robinson at right side in her final rotation. Archuleta outside. Push by Stiles and a carry called on Lily. 4-2. .230 here. Served by Sharp. They go outside to Clemmer. Rolls it over the blocking line, cross quarter. Archuleta returns fire. Down the line, diving save made by Funk. Stiles bumps it. And third is over for Jackson. Into the net, Critchfield gets blocked, and it's returned over Stiles. We got something. We got a replay. I think we had 2 players in the net, and they're not sure exactly who to credit to. So they'll replay that point. 4-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Sharp serves. Back right side, McFarland with the first hit on it. And a hard hit by Lily Stiles. She winds up and gets it there. Returned over for Evanston. Funk with the first touch. Back to Stiles. No, they go to Clemmer. She's blocked and out of bounds by Rachel Voss. And out of bounds on the back line. That had a lot of power on it to get all the way back there. 4-3, Jackson trailing by 1. Archuleta leading the kill count at 6 today, according to the scoreboard. Sounds about right. She gets the first return there. It goes behind her. Burley third bump over. On to Jackson's side. Kudar will set to the middle. Marrying down the middle and past Critchfield. It's tied up at 4. Lily Stiles the server. Long and just inbounds in the back right corner of the Evanston offense. Outside to Archuleta, cross quarter. Diving save made. Lily Stiles can't get much power on the run, though. And it falls down without a third hit. Evanston leading back on top.
Cindy Bowden, Emily Freeman check in for Evanston, and Bowden will be serving.
Sydney Bound serving for Evanston. Kudar sets up to Clemmer. Picked up by Daru. Bound makes a long run to get a setup to Archuleta. Cross quarter returned over and out of the net. 6-4 2-point run for Evanston. Serve for Evanston. Touchdown by Voss on the return over by Funk. 7-4. Evanston getting a run going again. Went on a run early in the second set to take back control of the match. Bound with the serve over. Mehring knocks it over the net. Archuleta winds up and fires just a little bit beyond the back line, out of bounds for the attacking air. 7-5. Evanston still on top. Jackson gets the serve though. Faye Kudar serving. Is that Riseback? No, it's Faye Kudar. And just a miss on the announcers. She gets an ace. Or was it out? Is that out? Yeah. That was out, apparently. Apparently no touch. I thought it was an ace, but it was out. And Evanston ball on the serve. Ace by Archuleta. Funk stepped out in front of Clemmer. And as a result, neither one really went for it as Funk kind of backed up on it. 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Dumps it over, goes to Funk. Kudar to the middle, and Mehring had to set it up on the second jump attempt on the quick set. Returned close to the net. Islandford gets blocked, bound, back to Lauren. She beats the block this time, slaps it off with the hands of McFarland for the kill. 10-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Aja serving. And ace. Aja's second ace in this serving run. Has 7 kills as well. High return by Funk. It's over the net again. Touchdown by Voss. Second time she's been able to do that in this set. Evanston had opening up a 7-point lead. Make it an 8-point lead. I missed a point there. It's 13-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Back to Funk. She's the only one in that neighborhood. Kudar makes a long run and a hard serve over the net. Sends it back. Voss winds up and sends it over herself. That one does go out of bounds. 13-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Archuleta's out, replaced by Alexia Leland. Good run opened up for the Red Devils. They have a 7-point advantage. Clemmer serving back middle. Bound outside the Ellingford line and inbounds. No question about that kill. 14-6. Kaylee Sharp comes in following that kill. DeRue goes to the opposing libero. That being Funk, and she tries to get it over on the third hit and whiffs at it. 15-6. Timeout taken by Coach Toulson. We will take one as well. Be back in just a bit on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM.
Timeout, Jackson.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
15-6 here at Jackson Hole High School as we welcome you back to third set action. Evanston on the right side of the net, Jackson Hole on the left side, both in pink. Kudar for Jackson to Mehring, blocked by Evanston. Tried again, joust at the net, and Kudar with a backline attack. A legal backline attack by Kudar will give the point to Evanston. Puts the Devils up 16-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Kudar back to France, and a nice shot off the block of Freeland. Point for the Bronx, 16-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Funk serving. Styles in at middle blocker for Jackson. 9-point lead for the Red Devils and a 2-0 set count. Leland returns the ball close to the out-of-bounds line, and Ellingford goes off the hands of Styles for the kill, 17-7. Ellingford with, what, 5 kills now? Yep, 5 kills. 3 in this set, I believe, or at least 2 in the last couple of plays. Kaylee Critchfield serving. Long and out of bounds on the serve. 17-8. Regional tournament is in Rock Springs starting next Friday and Saturday. I believe Evanston will be taking on Cody. Jennifer Fates serving for Jackson. Sends it over with the left hand. Ellingford dives to make a play on it. Outside to Kaylee Sharp for the kill in front of Ashlyn Funk. 10-point lead for the Devils, and they are 7 points away from a match winner. Archuleta comes into the game. Ellingford out. Leland out. Archuleta in, and Burley serving. Kudar to Styles. She is blocked by Aja. Aja's third block of the night. 19-8. To the outside from Kudar. France goes way out of bounds. 20-8. Evanston nearly held Jackson into single digits in the second set. 5 points away from trying to do the same in this third. Middle to Styles. She flips it down in front of Sharp. 20-9. France the server. Have a delay in substitutions. Rachel Voss and Jenna Tethel. That'd be the delay. They got to get her in the rotation. Jenna Tethel comes in to play back row for Evanston. Final day of the regular season. Senior on the Evanston team. Archuleta with the push-up. Back set to Sharp. Wind up. Kaylee gets a return over the net, and Tethel watches it go out of bounds. 21-9. Okay. Do we have a sub here? I don't think so. Tethel's in the front row. They're saying, okay, go ahead, play. No sub. Jenna staying in. She'll play right middle blocker. They're playing middle blocker, and they're trying to figure it out. No, they're playing right side. Figured that on the fly. Natalie Robbins in at middle. Jackson can't get it over the net, so it's 22-9. Now Voss will come in for Jenna. 22-9. Kudar outside and to Clemmer on a sharp cross. Archuleta plays it outside again on the Evanston side to Archuleta. Returned over the net and out of bounds. 2 away, 23-9. Close to a closeout for Evanston to finish off the regular season. This is a conference match. Your Dr. McKay Franklin Precision Play. The game is Ajahana Archuleta with their 3 blocks in the contest. Kaylee Sharp serves it into the net, 23-10. Jackson does get into double digits. Styles the server, just over. Burley keeps it up in play. Archuleta to Robbins, and it's onto the Jackson side. Kudar jump set. Mehring tips it over. DeRue with an easy defense there, set close to the net. Left-handed swipe by Archuleta. Match point, 24-10. Number 1 for Evanston. Styles is out for Jackson. Sydney Bounds serving. Critchfield and Robbins to the bench, and Emily Freeland at right side hitter. Sydney over. Run for Kudar and a bump up. Clemmer punches it over. Diving play made by Burley. Archuleta toes the line, gets a tip on the block. Kudar back to Clemmer. She goes at the middles, deflected again. Archuleta dives into the net. 1, 2, and a third pushed over by Burley. Close to a double hit, and it ends right there as Clemmer converges with another player, and 25-10. Evanston wins in 3 sets. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. Evanston defeats Jackson in 3 on this Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard.
If you haven't seen the huge selection of furniture and appliances at Kazin's, you've got to stop by. Is your mattress old and lumpy? We sell mattresses. Has your dishwasher quit doing its job? We carry a full line of kitchen appliances. Does your living room furniture look like it started out in your great Aunt Vi's house? We've got you covered. At Kazin's, you'll find great prices and everything you need to furnish your home inside and out. Stop in today. Kazin's, 800 Front Street, Evanston.
Receive the best service in the industry when you lease or purchase office equipment from the professional, friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions. With a guaranteed quick turnaround time, we will save you money, time, and energy with quality products and customer service that is unmatched in the industry. Serving customers in Wyoming and Utah, Mountain West Business Solutions is a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925. Call us today.
1 in 5 Americans suffer from allergies found in indoor air, which can be up to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air. 307 service experts can clean the ductwork in your home and improve your indoor air quality. On average, over 15,000 house fires annually cause 300 injuries and 30 deaths, started because of clogged dryer vents. 307 service experts can clean your ductwork, making it safer. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. 307 service experts, just one call to fix it all. 307-789-6716.
Back at Jackson Hole for the final time this season, and Evanston wins in 3 sets. Time for your Red Devil recap. Like we said, final day of the regular season, October 20th. Evanston finishes with a region win and will head into the tournament next week as we believe the most likely to be the 3rd seed, taking on the Cody Bronx at Rock Springs on Friday. Evanston defeats Jackson in 3 sets, 25-17, 25-11, and 25-10. Scores on the Impact Physical Therapy board. And it was slow going in the first set. Jackson was actually holding toe-to-toe with Evanston, but they got an advantage late after the second timeout taken by Jackson at 23-15. It kind of closed it out from there, and then really no troubles taken after that. Evanston loses to Rock Springs on the penultimate day of the season, but comes back and gets a victory over Jackson in 3 sets on the road, and that is your Red Devil recap. Like I said, we will be at regionals on Friday. I will be in Torrington Friday. I'm not sure, kickoff time to be determined, as football will be the number 4 seed taking on number 1 from the East, Torrington. We'll go to that game at, if it's 6 o'clock, we'll be there at 5:20. If it's at 7, we'll be going on air at 6:20. Whatever it is, 40 minutes before kickoff, we will have pregame coverage, and then depending on how volleyball does, we will be back on Saturday in Rock Springs, bringing you live action from that on KNYN 99.1 FM, or always with the online mylocalradio.com. This is our last video broadcast of the season, though. We'll be back with video broadcasts in volleyball, but regional tournaments and state playoffs, that's owned by the NFHS, and they say, nope, not happening unless you give us the money. And well, I think football's been bought out anyways, but we'll be online with video, with not video broadcast technically. There won't be video playing. It'll be a radio call. But you can still go to the online radio feed, or we'll have a YouTube broadcast like we do embedded onto the mylocalradio.com site for that. So we'll call it good from here. I'm Jake Hibbert. Thanks for listening. Again, back Friday against Torrington for football, and then if volleyball makes it through the day, we'll be back on Saturday to bring you day 2 of regional volleyball in Rock Springs. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to this First Bank presentation of Evanston Lady Red Devil Volleyball. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Today's executive producer is Val Cook. Check out mylocalradio.com for more live and archived games of Evanston and the surrounding area. Once again, thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.